What's up everyone, MGR here, and today we are sadly not doing a showcase of the Raiden Shogun Baal. The main reason is, even though I have the build ready to go, I will be using Skyward Spine, a 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate Copium set that gives her just enough stats to do what she needs to do. I unfortunately don't have the resources to level her up or get these two talents specifically leveled up, and I also can't get Wishes Unnumbered or Enlightened one. Wishes Unnumbered especially is necessary to show off her full potential, as well as Secret Art Musou Shinsetsu, since the resolve stacks gained is very important, and Transcendence Baleful Omen will show off the team buff she gives, and unfortunately I don't have the resources to get those leveled up. Also Baal herself. So once I'm able to get those to acceptable levels and truly show off her full power, we will be using Test Run Baal, talk about her, as well as the capability she has. Baal is an absolutely insane unit, along with Sarah, who I'll be covering a bit later. But if you were wondering if you should pull on Baal, the answer is yes. I can't believe Miyoyo released two of cracked level characters like they are. They are absolutely broken and busted. There are already videos of level 90 Baals tearing through the game. And let's get into it. As mentioned, we have Test Run Baal with us today. Here are the stats Mihoyo is giving us: 57 crit, 91 crit damage, 281 energy recharge, which is very important for Baal. All those artifacts you thought were copium for stacking energy recharge, they are paying off today. For weapons, we have the Engulfing Lightning, which is her trademark spear and can be obtained on the weapon banner, literally specifically made just for her. Energy recharge of 50%. An attack increase of 28% of your energy recharge over the base 100. That can stack up to a maximum of 80% attack gain, and you gain additional energy recharge of 30% for 12 seconds after using her elemental burst, which just continues stacking on damage. The artifact set Miyoyo is giving us is actually pretty interesting. 2-piece Thundering Theory, 2-piece Emblem of Severed Fate, giving her 20% energy recharge, as well as 15% bonus damage. Constellations are C0, which is awesome because we want to look at base at her, to look at Baal at her base. Oh, English is hard. However, I will mention you would definitely want C2. C2 Baal is absolutely amazing. Secret Art Musou Shinsetsu, Muso no Hitutachi, and Musu Ishin attacks will ignore 60% of opponent's defense. That is broken. Just obliterate everything in front of you. That's what Miyoyo is saying. On to her talent. I will admit that one of the first things you have to look at is Secret Art Muso Shinsetsu actually converts Baal's attacks in this state to elemental damage. Elemental burst damage. So as far as I can tell, you don't need to upgrade her normal attack chain at all. You can purely focus on Transcendence Baleful Omen and Secret Art Musu Shinsetsu, which is great. It saves you resources at the end of the day. Really important, as mentioned earlier, you do want Wishes Unnumbered unlocked, and the Enlightened was also great passive talent. However, you will get that naturally, so it's okay. Passive talent is amazing. All Preserver, again, just saving you resources. The Amora expended when you are upgrading your swords and polearms is decreased by 50%. Great resource saver, awesome. Now let's have a closer look at Transcendence Baleful Omen. The Raiden Shogun unveils Shard of her Euthymia, dealing electric damage to nearby opponents and granting nearby party members the Eye of Stormy Judgment. Eye of Stormy Judgment has the following effects. When characters with this buff attack and deal damage to opponents, the Eye will unleash a coordinated attack, dealing AoE electro damage at opponent's position. This is basically, if you ever use Fischl and Oz is attacking alongside you, basically it's the same concept. And then the second effect, characters who gain the Eye of Stormy Judgment will have their elemental burst damage increase based on energy cost of the elemental burst during the Eye's duration. So not only do you have additional electro damage that your characters are doing, they also gain increased elemental burst damage. And this is only Baal's E. We're getting to her burst, which is also insanely cracked. The Eye can initiate one coordinated attack every 0.9 seconds per party member. Basically that's what it says. Coordinated attacks generated by characters not controlled by you deal 20% of normal damage. So if you're using Baal in a co-op game, she will still give you the party members extra damage. However, if the character is not controlled by you, it will be less damage overall. But it's still nice getting 20% of normal damage. Next here is the scaling at level 8. Skill damage 187%, coordinated attack damage 67.2%, the duration is 25 seconds, which is insane, and then the elemental burst damage bonus is 0.29% per energy. What this means is, if you have a character like Xiangling, her burst cost is 80, you will basically be getting a 30% bonus of the 80 burst cost. Math is, it works out at 24%, which is insane. 24% free elemental burst damage just slapped onto a character. Absolutely crazy, absolutely insane from Baal. Next we're looking at Secret Art Musu Shinsetsu. Gathering truths unnumbered and wishes uncounted, the Raiden Shogun unleashes the Muso no Hitutachi and deals AoE electro damage, using Muso Ishin in combat for a certain duration afterward. The damage dealt by Mushu no Hitutachi and Musu Ishin attacks will be increased based on the number of Chakra Desiderata's resolve stacks consumed when the skill is used. And here is Musu Ishin. This is when you first use your burst. I'll showcase this in a moment. While in this state, the Raiden Shogun will wield her Tachi in battle, while her normal, charged and plunging attacks will be infused with Electro, which cannot be overridden. C6 Bennett havers, you don't need to cry anymore. Baal has you covered. When such attacks hits opponent, she will regenerate energy for all nearby party members. Energy can be restored this way once every 1 second, and this effect can be triggered 5 times throughout the skill's duration. While in this state, the Raiden Shogun's resistance to interruption is increased, she is immune to electrocharge reaction damage. While Mushu Ishin is active, the Raiden Shogun's normal, charged and plunging attack damage will be considered elemental burst damage. I don't know if you know how absolutely crazy that is. I'll get into it later when we talk about artifacts, but that is, it's insane. The effects of Mushu Ishin will be cleared when the Raiden Shogun leaves the field. So basically, I'll show you what the ideal strategy is with Raiden Shogun. Chakra Desiderata. When nearby party members, excluding Raiden Shogun herself, use their elemental burst, the Raiden Shogun will build up resolve stacks based on the energy cost of these elemental bursts. The maximum number of resolve stacks is 60. The resolve stack gained by Chakra Desiderata will be cleared 300 seconds, which is basically 5 minutes after the Raiden Shogun leaves the field. So basically what this means is you'll be activating your burst once, you'll be cycling through the bursts of all your characters, you have 5 minutes to charge up 60 stacks. Which battle in this game lasts for 5 minutes, by the way? Come on, MiHoYo, that's insane. Looking at the skill attributes at level 8, your Musu no Hitachi base damage is 641%. Resolve bonus, this is based on how many of the 60 stacks you've been able to accumulate, is 6.22% initial and 1.16 attack damage per stack, which basically means 60% at the end of a fully charged burst. And the resolve stacks gained at level 8 is 20% per energy consumed. So what this basically means is, if you activate Xiangling's burst, you will be getting 16 stacks of resolve. If you activate Kaya's burst, which is 60, you will be gaining 12 resolve. And it doesn't sound a lot, but when you consider that when you consider and include wishes unnumbered, which gives you 2 resolve per elemental orb or particle generated, the stacks just go up really fast. I really wanted to showcase this with my base Baal, however I do need to upgrade Secret Art Musou Shinsetsu to get the best out of it, as well as unlock wishes unnumbered. But that is going through all Baal's talents. Enough talk, let's get into how to actually use Baal and show off how insane she is. So you're gonna start off and use her E, giving you the Eye of Stormy Judgment. Then you're gonna start cycling between your characters, building elemental energy.
There is no escape.
And Baal's burst is already up. You activate this once, and you can see the resolve stacks on her back, and your character's gaining burst damage, and your resolve stacks filling up.
We can do it.
As time goes on, filling up, gaining energy, generating energy for your comrades. Kai already has his burst back. Xiangling has her burst back. And now, as you can see, our resolve stacks are full. You pop Baal's burst again. And now you just go ham for 7 seconds, dealing immense electro damage. And once you finish using her burst, you start from the beginning. It doesn't completely reset. You don't have to use the burst again to initiate resolve stacks. You immediately reset, meaning you can pop your bursts again. Go to Xiangling. Go to Kaya. And everything's dead, and we're already 3/4 again towards a fully stacked burst for Baal. I do realize and would like to put the disclaimer out there that I know using the test run Baal as an example is very skewed, because we do get additional energy particles, meaning our bursts do come back much faster. It's not completely just Baal and their abilities, and also we're getting immense amounts of resolve stacks from that energy as well. But there is unfortunately a choice right now, but the gist of the idea is there. Baal is an all-in-one damage dealing DPS character, as well as a battery for your entire team, also increasing their damage in the process. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be going through artifacts and weapon choices that I would recommend. Usually I would recommend putting on Deathmatch or any similar crit rate, crit damage weapon on any character. However, Baal is very different. She has immense scaling off of energy recharge, so you would actually want to stack a combination of crit rate, crit damage and energy recharge on Baal. So something like the Skyward Spine is perfect. As you also know, Engulfing Storm or Engulfing Lightning, the 5-star weapon currently available, also has energy recharge as a substat. So therefore, finally, weapons like the Favonius Lance, which gives you additional energy on crit hits, is immense worth for Baal. Something like the Prototype Star Glitter, which has a higher base energy scaling, is amazing. And for once, things like Dragon Bane aren't top picks anymore. They just aren't. For artifacts, very important, I personally still think that the best in slot for Baal is the Emblem of Third Fate. It gives 20% energy recharge and increases elemental burst damage by 25% of energy recharge, a maximum of 75%. Again, this is immense value for Baal, because she already gets scaling and damage bonus from her burst alone, and that just stacks on top of this. Very important. Also, MiHoYo has given us a lot of leeway with Baal, as they shown they used 2-piece Thundering Theory for the 15% Electro bonus. However, Baal can also make use of Noblesse set, because this increased elemental burst damage by 20%, meaning that the 5-hit combo you get here, the 1-hit damage, 2-hit damage, that also gets increased by 20%. I did mention earlier that I don't think, as I understand it, you need to upgrade her normal attack, mainly because Baal does not function like Zhao, for instance. In Zhao's case, you want to upgrade his normal attack, because his burst compiles and adds 2 normal attack damage. However, that is not the case with Baal, since her burst converts normal damage to elemental burst damage. So you want to stack elemental burst and nothing on attack, unless you want to use her as an on-field main DPS, but that is not the optimal route for Baal. As you've seen in the test run, you basically want to put Baal on the field, use Transcendence, Baleful Omen, switch to another character, start generating energy for your party so that you can start spamming bursts. Once her resolve stack meter is full, you're gonna pop her burst and get maximum value out of her burst for that 7 seconds, generating energy for your team and just continuing that pattern over and over again and just destroying everything in your way. So, having discussed artifacts and going through her skills and bursts, let's discuss stat priorities. You would want to prioritize crit rate and crit damage. As second priority, definitely energy recharge, along with attack percentage and flat attack. As always, even though you are giving her full energy recharge, she might scale better in terms of pure damage based off of an attack percentage sans. We will have to wait for big brain analysis people like Ziox or maybe I Went to Lose to truly find out how they build her, but I would recommend either energy recharge or attack sense. Like I said, this set I currently have is Copium and it will get the job done as needed. So I am running energy recharge sans. If I get an attack percentage sans, I might switch to it to check the damage out. Also using electro damage bonus, and for my Baal a crit rate bonus. And I can't wait to get her ready and completely leveled up to start using her. Once I do that, I will definitely make another build video for Baal and showcase her to her full potential. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, a like would be appreciated. And consider subscribing, that would be much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. MGR, looking forward to making content with 2.1. Sarah test run and analysis will be coming, and out.